This Transmissions Trips to the Store video is brought to you by PrimeToys.net. Check out PrimeToys.net for all the newest Transformers and third-party figures. Also, don't forget to listen during the show for the discount code offered to Transmissions listeners. PrimeToys.net. Collector-grade toys without the collector-grade prices.
Welcome to the Transmissions Trips to the Store, where we show off all the cool Transformer stuff we got this week. This is part of our regular Transmissions podcast, and you can check out the whole show at www.transmissionspodcast.com down in the show notes of the video here. We enjoy doing this show. Unfortunately, Yoshi's not here, so we don't have a Value Village promo. But our show is brought to you by PrimeToys.net. Collector-grade toys without the collector-grade prices. And we've got a special promo code this month, again, for our Canadian listeners, our friends in the north.
Yeah!
And Darryl's friends next door. We've got our new code, Transmissions January, which will give you free shipping on orders to Canada of over $200 US. So that's not too bad. I mean, we get free shipping in the U.S. for orders over $150, so it's just a mere $50 more. So
that's a little bit more reasonable.
Pretty good. I was expecting to have to pay $10,000.
Well, once you do the currency conversion, that's what
you will. Yeah, so if you're in Canada, you want to get something from Prime Toys, free shipping for orders over $200. So there you go. Transmissions January. All right, so let's start off with what we got this week. It's been a few weeks, actually. It's been the Christmas holidays, so we might have a couple of things. So, Darryl, what do you have for us? Or do you just have one thing, as Yoshi's saying, one thing?
Only one thing. Only one thing. Yoshi has been talking about it so much. One thing. I have this tin.
No duct tape.
And it has candies in it. These candies are actually little Autobot symbols.
Aw.
Nice.
My mother-in-law found this for me. And that's about... No. I came home from my last day of work on would have been Christmas Eve to find these in the mailbox. These are from...
That looks familiar.
These are from Jeremy. Thank you, bud.
No problems.
I'm going to destroy my hands.
Yeah. Well, like I said on Twitter, you're going to find out whether I actually like you or I hate you.
That's right. Let's see. I too got a shipment from Prime Toys, Charles.
Oh. Oh,
got
nice.
My got my Quakewave. So
Very
yeah,
cool.
It'll be pretty cool to open him up and take a look at him. Oh wait, I did it already. He's awesome, and I've already done the. There's a separate or an arm change for the hair, because when he comes out of the box, his little arm is like this, so it doesn't work real well to have like the hose coming over the top. So they give you this arm that you can swap out, and it has this little rotating bit in the middle. Now it's going to be hard to do with only two hands, but you hold it and you can actually spin the inside of the arm. Yeah. So there's a problem with this though, and that is when you switch out this arm, you have to take out the electronics. So the electronics for here, meaning the light, are now gone, and I'm kind of bummed about it. The electronics for the head are still there. They're separate. They work. But you have to take the electronics out for this. And I figured, you know what? I'm going to be displaying this guy more than I'm going to be turning him on and using him as like a ray gun. So I'm just going to put this guy in the proper mode where he looks the best, and I'll leave him like that. So I do have it, and it's nice that they came up with it. I just wish when they did it, they would have figured out a way to keep the electronics in it.
I mean, it seems like it would be simple to just have like little metal connectors on each side of that just to kind of get the current going through.
Yeah, well, I mean, I have the arm and I have the electronic piece that goes in it, and it's about.
Oh, I guess it's bigger than this.
Yeah, you can see why there would have been a problem, but yeah, I understand why. Anywho, it's still an awesome figure. I love it. I've transformed it a couple times already, and it's just wicked, and it's so heavy. It feels awesome. You like yours, Charles?
Yeah, it's great.
You suck. My lovely wife got me a Transformer for Christmas. Now this came through Dogcades because Dogcades had a hand in getting this. I had to locate it, and then she just paid for it. That's how I get Transformers.
That's probably the safest way too.
Really, it is. So Dogcades found this guy at Costco, so I picked him up.
Whoa.
That's a Devastator.
You might need to back up. So just
A little bit further.
yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's massive. So I wasn't originally going to get him, but I dropped this guy. But Costco was selling him out for $80 Canadian. And I mean, when I saw that, I couldn't say no. And then, luckily enough, Dogcades was at our Costco here in town, and he went and picked me up one. It's a beast, man. It's a beast. And then on Twitter, I found out that a guy that's also in town here, he went to the same Costco the next day, and they would even discounted him even more to $40.
Wow.
Man.
Yeah. They were just blowing him out. They didn't want him in the store anymore. Get him
Makes
out.
you wonder
of here.
what's wrong with it.
Seems fine to me.
They found out theirs didn't have any chrome on them.
Yeah. Keeping with sales, my local comic book store has their Boxing Week sale, and in that time period they do 20% off toys in the store, and I take advantage of this sale usually every year. I picked up, this is Highbrow. Now, if you recall, I had a Highbrow, but he's got brainstorm's head. So this is Highbrow. Plus, my Highbrow had like missing the window for the copter mode there. This guy, he's got everything except for his guns. So I'm gonna need to get his guns still, but he's basically all there.
Except for what he's missing, he's complete.
He's Darryl complete, you might say.
Yeah. I grabbed this guy because I figured he was a decent price plus 20% off. This is Rewind. No, Eject.
Eject.
Yeah, with his guns. So that was pretty cool. The guns are kind of big for this figure. Yeah.
That's what she said.
Yeah, but he's cool.
He likes to walk up to the ladies and be like, "Hey, look at my guns."
Check out the guns. The
Got
beach
tickets
is
to the
that
gun
way.
show?
One of the other figures I got, this is, after I looked it up online, turns out it's a European G1 figure, which is cool and kind of sucks at the same time for what it's missing, because it makes it even harder for me to get this stuff. This is Scorch. So I found this guy at my local comic book store. He was pretty decently priced. He's missing 3 missiles, so 1 in the missile launcher, and then 2 that will flank on the sides here. But he's in really good shape. The middle part here of him, like the cab area, is die cast. It's great.
Oh, nice.
But yeah, he's pretty hollow underneath, and for all intents and purposes is not the greatest looking toy. but he's G1. I mean, how can you say no to G1? Like, I'm transforming him right now, and I'm basically done. So.
Well, how many European G1s are you going to run across in North America?
Exactly. So I have his gun, but I don't have any missiles.
The sticker looks pretty good too.
It is. It's all in very good condition. So that's Scorch, but I do need at least one missile, like just one missile to make the gun look good. But all in all, he looks pretty decent. But yeah, European G1. That's kind of neat. Pretty interesting to find here in Canada, that's for sure. And the last one I got at the store because of their sale, and I generally wouldn't have picked this up, but with 20% off, this guy came to like $15. I couldn't say no. This is a boxed Twin Twist.
Whoa.
Wow.
It's been opened. The box is beat up a little bit. It's got a price tag still stuck on it, but yeah, it's a boxed G1 figure.
Very nice.
So I'll see if I can find one of those like repro bubbles or something like that, and get a new bubble for him. But yeah, it's all good. Like I said, it's beat up a bit. Still got the robot points and all that jazz. So $15 for that. That's I couldn't say no to that either. And lastly, finally. I haven't
Your last one?
My last one. I haven't shown any comic books yet. This is let's see. This is Sins of the Wreckers #2, which we just talked about. So that's the Roche cover. Oh,
Yoshi's gonna kill you, Darryl.
my last one, I swear. It's the even #10. Even #10.
It's like a drug. You can't stop.
No, I'm not even reading them anymore. Maybe I get them for the discount.
You know, I did that with the actual G.I. Joe series for like a year. I just kept the subscription even though I never read them.
Yeah. I picked this cover. I was actually purposely getting the Scioli covers because I was like, it's his book, it's a piece of shit, I'll get his covers to begin with, or to keep it going. But then this cover is like epic. The Metroplex cover.
Mm-hmm.
Is so much going on. The guy has like that's a fucking like airport hangar on his shoulder. That's how big he is. It's awesome. This is the holiday special. Looks pretty cool.
Nice. That's Casey Collar art, isn't it?
Yes, I believe so. Yep. This is Robots in Disguise #5. Yeah, 5. And this one here, I know we haven't talked about Robots in Disguise in a while. This is the cover with Fix It on it. There is so much extra little like goodness going on in this cover that like that's Nautica's wrench. I'm trying to look at this in the screen. There is a something about a McAdams Oil Pub bumper sticker done down here. There's tons and tons and tons of stuff down here. Oh, Swerve's gun is up here.
My First Blaster.
Yep. There's a poster of Cosmos over here. There's so many little Easter eggs in this cover. I love it. This is More Than Meets the Eye, #48. Which I'm looking forward to talking about when we finally do. I have some opinions, Charles.
That's good.
This one I have to thank Dogcades for. He sourced it out for me. This is More Than Meets the Eye #45, the RI cover with all the badass Autobots on it. Badass doesn't meaning bad.
Villains, Autobot
Bad,
villains.
The bad Autobots. So he found this. He was able to pick this up for me, and then I've got again from Dogcades 2 additional More Than Meets the Eye sketch covers. This would give me 4 of these. Maybe we can do something and give these away. I don't need 4 of them. I'm not crazy.
Yeah, you are.
But that's I think that's it.
Nice haul, Darryl.
That's what happens when you take 2 weeks away.
All right, Jeremy. Tough
All
act to
right.
follow.
Yeah, it's always. All right. Well, I while I was getting you guys these things, I picked up Optimus for me. I already have a Soundwave, and I also picked up an R2D2. Just
Not Transformers.
I know, but we talked about Star Wars in the extra, so there you go. And my wife actually, I got her, or she got the Millennium Falcon in an AT-AT, and she put the Falcon together last night. It actually looks really good put together. So I'm looking forward to eventually cutting up my hands and putting these together. Now I got some comics, like pretty much same as Darryl. Sins of the Wreckers retail cover. Got the holiday special, same thing, retail cover. More Than Meets the Eye number 48, same cover. And I got G.I. Joe versus Transformers number 10, but I got the Skilly cover.
Mm.
Look at that badass logo. Just look at that logo. And then finally, when I went to pick up all my books, since we were out of town for the holidays, we went by yesterday and picked them up. They were having a end of the year sale or beginning of the year sale. It was maybe a New Year sale, but they had a bunch of old books. They had some 50-cent bins and some dollar bins. And right as I was getting there and flipping through, a guy was asking his son, like, so you got all the Transformers books you wanted out of there. So the 50 cents bin was empty, and I'm fine with it. The kid got all their Transformer books. In the dollar bin, I found this thing. It's Transformers Timeline. It's essentially the BotCon 2013 book with Guido Guidi cover and Josh Bertram interior art.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's awesome. I have that one.
Yeah, so you can never go bad with Guido and Josh.
Nope.
So I thought that for a buck, I thought that was really a steal.
It was. I paid full price for it.
Yeah. And the last thing I got was I have shown these off before. My 3 aerial bots. My wife and kid got me Ironhide and Prowl, so now I have a full Combiner Wars combiner.
Good job.
The Autobots or the aerial
Superior
bots
Maximus.
Yeah, the aerial bots are impossible to find in the stores now. And she was like, I know you needed the planes, but I couldn't find them. But she was going to get me like Decepticon plane, like blast off. But I'm kind of glad she got me these two.
Yeah.
They're actually, in terms of just the character molds in robot mode, they look really good. Prowl looks good in vehicle mode, but I'm not really sold on the pickup truck for Ironhide. But I mean, as a combiner, the white and red, it goes with the colors.
It fits.
So
yeah.
And I'm glad to finally have them. Although now the shelf I had all the Aerobots on, it won't fit anymore. So I'm gonna have it up there with my masterpiece, just to kind of, it's I guess kind of in scale maybe. I don't know. So that is all I got right now. I'm sure there's some other stuff that I've forgotten, but
Nice.
What'd you get, Charles?
All right, so I'm rounding things out here. So I'll start off with my new shirt.
science.
Got this from Ripped Apparel right before Christmas. It's not enough that it has Perceptor and IDW Perceptor with the sniper.
I'm sure it's fully licensed.
But with Rick and Morty, I had to pick this shirt up. Rick and Morty, Perceptor, Beaker, Dr. Robotnik, Donatello, all the tech guys, all the science guys, and
GLaDOS.
And GLaDOS, yep. Dr. Wily's up there too. It's awesome.
Cool.
So my wife actually got me a smartwatch. and I put the Time Warrior in the watch. I don't know if this shows up here.
It's just black
It
screen.
went black.
There we go. How about that?
Cool.
It's a Time Warrior in my smartwatch. Most of the time, it's my daughter's face, but for transmissions, trips to the store, it's an Autobot logo. Jeremy, thank you for my future
Awesome.
bloody fingers.
I'm sorry I got you the upside down sound wave.
There we are. It's easily corrected.
Yeah.
Also, shout out to Darryl for the Amazon gift card you sent me.
Yeah, thanks Darryl for that too.
No problem.
This is not Transformers, but I got Rick and Morty Season 1 on DVD, Blu-ray.
Cool. Do you want Season 2?
Not right now. You cannot publicly state that you're torrenting stuff.
I'm not. You're
Okay.
accusing me. You're accusing me of things.
Comics. I think I got all the comics you guys got. It's More Than Meets the Eye, issue number 48, holiday special. Transformers versus G.I. Joe, the Metroplex cover. I also thought that Metroplex cover was badass. Darryl, I got that.
Yeah.
Sins of the Wreckers. I pulled the Shelton. Sins of the Wreckers.
Embrace it.
I did get that badass retailer incentive cover too.
Mm-hmm.
And we got the regular and the subscription. So.
I'm gonna see if maybe Andrew gets a comp on that and see if he wants to send me one. I'd totally buy that off of him. Andrew, I know you're listening. Send me a comp. I'll trade you money for it.
Also on Reddit, so Darryl pointed me to someone on Reddit who was selling some classics Transformers. So this is Reddit user Dapperfex. Got me a Reveal the Shield Cyclonus.
Cool.
With Nightstick.
Is that the one that was in the set with Rodimus?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, cool. That's the one I got.
The rub sign works. I don't know if I can show it on here. I don't know if that shows up at all.
We believe you.
Reveal the Shield's not G1, so yeah, it should work.
Yeah, so now that I have this sets me up for getting the upgrade kit with the third-party tailgate. So thanks, Darryl, for pointing me in the right direction.
I'm glad it all worked out for you.
He also was selling some.
He has an open toy.
He was also selling some other classics, and I picked up Warpath and Sergeant Cup.
Nice.
Cool. Did the Warpath have the gun or the missile?
Warpath does not have the missile.
Oh, that son of a bitch.
But he told me ahead of time.
Oh, okay.
So I knew it didn't have the missile,
Yeah,
but it's okay.
You know, there's an alternate head you can get for Cup that has the Cygar.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Darryl mentioned that. So
gotta get up pretty early in the morning to get one.
I say that, and I still haven't gotten that or the upgrade kit for Cyclonus.
I have the kit. I have the Cygar head on my Cup. It looks really good. So that's the next thing, is to get these things all upgraded for Charles here.
Well, getting the boxes open is the first step.
I skipped that step. I just had them buy stuff already open.
I actually transformed them too.
Holy shit!
Yep. So I think that's. I think I got everything. All right. So, who do you think had the best stuff for trips to the store this week. So down in the comments, vote for me, Jeremy, or maybe Darryl. And thanks everyone for watching. Don't forget our sponsor, PrimeToys.net. Collector grade toys without the collector grade prices. This month, TransMissions January is the code, and it's for Canadian listeners to get free shipping on orders over $200. So we hope our Canadian friends can take advantage of that.
Mm-hmm.
You can also check out our whole podcast, www.transmissionspodcast.com. Leave us some reviews on iTunes and Stitcher. Those always help us out. You can also support the show directly through Patreon or PayPal. That's all on our website. And thanks for watching Trips to the Store, and we will see you next time. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Later.